So hello, welcome or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of the perfumes that won't get you any compliments, aka not crowd pleasers. If you want to find out what they are, then stay tuned. So before we get started, let me introduce myself to those joining us here for the first time. Here's the Perfume Channel, and I am your hostess, Miss Perfume Kunigan. On this channel, guys, we talk about all kinds of perfumes, indie, designers, niche, vintage, Middle Eastern, classic, you name it. And we dissect the notes, the sillage, and longevity, so you know what to expect before spending your money on the perfume. If I've piqued your interest, then hit on that subscribe button to get this channel to 10,000 subscribers, and also like this video so we can have the algorithm on our side. Okay, now the fragrances on today's list are not the absolute worst, neither are they the absolute best, if you know what I mean. Our tastes differ when it comes to perfumes. What might be an absolute love for me might be what you consider a stinker, and vice versa. So that's a quick side note. So guys, the number 6 on our list is a perfume that I am glad that I am almost out of, and one that I won't be repurchasing in the future. Now listen, there is nothing inherently bad about this perfume, but I find it heavy with synthetic notes, which to me doesn't justify the price point. And guys, I'm talking about the Velvet Tonka by BDK. Now this is a nutty, sweet and vanillic perfume. However, it has this unusual weird synthetic opening, and to me it smells like a dentist clinic. There is something about the scent that smells like a cough syrup, and it's very plasticky. I think the mixture of the tobacco, the marzipan bring the entire perfume for me. But on the bright side, it is a gourmand's paradise in that you can get some vanilla and tonka bean, which added an extra layer of coziness to this scent. Overall, this scent is very underwhelming in every sense of it, and it's no way a crowd pleaser. The longevity and sillage are moderate. You can get maybe 4 to 6 hours wear out of this one. This is not so bad, but I think there is something that it has too much of, or something that it has too little of, which is the reason why I don't love it so much. But I am almost out of it, and I am glad. Velvet Tonka from the house of BDK. Guys, the number 5 on today's list has a bit of a story attached to it. So last year, I traveled to Bahrain, and I was bent on getting some unique Middle Eastern perfumes with notes of saffron. At the end of the day, I got maybe 6 perfumes, but this particular one gives me an ick. I've tried so much to love this perfume, but anytime I spray it on myself, I dislike it even more. I hope that changes in the future, because I don't want to give up on this scent. And guys, I am talking about this perfume called Vague. It opens with sharp notes of tobacco, saffron and oud. Now, this scent is dark, slightly sweet and spicy. However, it has this weird metallic and earthy accords that make me feel nauseous. Also, I expected this scent to be multi-dimensional in that it contains oud, which smells woody and smoky. However, I find this scent to be linear and doesn't change in the dry down. On the flip side, it lasts the whole day on my skin and clothes, which would have been a plus point if it doesn't have that metallic smell. It is not a compliment getter. So if you like compliments on your perfume, then this is not the perfect choice. If you want me to do a review of oud perfumes, then leave a comment for me in the comment section down below. Vague, that's the name of the perfume, Vague. And this is the 100 ml bottle. I don't know how many years it would take me to run out of this bottle. So guys, the number 4 on my list is a recent discovery and also a blind buy. Now, I wasn't expecting so much from this perfume because of the price point. And guys, I am talking about this perfume called Monarchy by Ayat. Listen, the opening of this perfume smells like a toilet air freshener. And there is something fresh in the opening as a result of the fresh rose and apples. Then you get some prominent juniper berries notes. And at the base, you get some oud and vetiver. The vetiver here is very earthy and fresh. First of all, I love the bottle. It looks so magnificent. And the perfume is not entirely bad if you wait until they dry down. But as I said earlier, the opening is nothing to write home about. I probably would never wear this out as a standalone because I think that the notes are not well blended, but the dry down reminds me of my favorite Bakwa, which is why I still use this perfume. Overall, you have a moderate sillage and longevity from this one. You can get this one from Amazon, guys. I got it for under 30 euros, and it's called a Monarchy from the house of Ayat. So guys, number 3 is a perfume that I got as a gift, which was the reason why I was conflicted on adding it onto the list. Now, this is not an awful fragrance, but for a seasoned fragrance lover, I see why it's not a hit either. And guys, I'm talking about the Gucci Beauty Perfume, the EDT version. First of all, the longevity and sillage are weak as hell. To me, it smells like a baby powder as a result of the violet leaves, which is not inherently bad. However, violet is a note that most people quickly become asthmatic to. And there is something very boring and generic about this perfume. And I find this perfume to be oddly mature, or more appealing to the mature crowd, if that makes sense. Now, this is a floral perfume that is not memorable, and the scent tends to dissipate after an hour. However, it has this fresh accord, which some people might love. If you want to be demure and unnoticeable, then this fragrance might be it for you. Gucci Beauty Perfume Eau de Toilette. That's what it looks like. This is a 30 ml bottle. So guys, the number 2 on our list is another fragrance that, in my opinion, is a huge miss. This is a cheapery, fruity perfume that is perfect for work. But I am not wearing this to work, guys, because it is sour and too generic and not a compliment getter. And guys, I am talking about Body by Burberry. Now, this perfume has some dominant notes of iris, which gives off the baby powder vibes, some wormwood and musks. This is the most underwhelming fragrance that I have in my collection. It has the cheap chemical and sharp citrus notes, and it smells like a stinky old body odor covered in a baby powder. I don't know why this scent smells so matrony to me, but I don't see a younger crowd pulling this off. On an older person, it might smell timeless, feminine, glamorous, and minimalistic. Now, the longevity and sillage are moderate. I get 4 to 6 hours wear out of this one. But guys, this is really nothing to write home about. At least in my opinion, I don't like the scent profile one bit. And it is called Body by Burberry. This is the EDP version, I suppose. So guys, the last one on the list is a Middle Eastern fragrance from the house of Lattafa. Listen guys, most Middle Eastern perfumes are major misses, in that some notes are amped up to the max, and most times they are not well blended. So make sure to sample these perfumes first before committing to a full bottle. Now, the perfume that I am talking about is called Ramz, the gold edition by Lattafa. Listen, I thought I would love this perfume because of the note of incense and camphor it contains, but the apple and this crunchy pear notes ruined it for me. It opens with some fruity and woody notes that seem to clash. Listen, this is a synthetic mess that will ruin your olfactory senses. It smells like a gasoline, a coal tar, and very synthetic. However, the dry down becomes somewhat smoky when the notes of incense and camphor appear. The fragrance will sure, this particular one will sure repel people from you. So if that's not your goal, then you know what to do. The longevity and sillage are bombastic. I get more than 10 hours wear out of this one, and it is called Ramz by Lattafa. I still want to try this perfume out. I've given it more than 1 year, but I'm still not impressed. Like I told you that guys, the dry down is somewhat okay, but the opening is a huge mess. So if you can get past the opening and then wait until the dry down, you might enjoy the scent. And Ramz by Lattafa, guys. Now, these were my subjective opinions, which means that you might have an entirely different experience with these perfumes. So take this with a grain of salt, but make sure to sample these perfumes first before committing to a full bottle. Now let's hear from you. What perfumes do you detest wearing, and why is that? Share that with me in the comment section down below. As always, I share my scent of the day with you all, and today's scent is called Sweet Oud. Beautiful. If you want to learn how to make your perfumes last longer, then check out these videos. I will see you there.